Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes on Tuesday, the 7th of January. Starting off with Argo blockchain, where we've got a slightly esoteric setup here. Last month we saw the shares have their 50-day moving average fall below a rising 200-day line. That's normally a buy point, according to my experience at least. We can see the way that that crossover happened when the shares were just around 5.5p, and they've progressed since then. View at this stage is that now we're above the 200-day line. There could at least be a retest of late October resistance around 8p over the next few sessions. Ideally, of course, we retest the best levels from early September at 11p over the next few weeks, especially while we hold above the 50-day line at 6.16p. Argos Resources is next, and quite a flurry here for the shares this morning, breaking the key 3.5p level. Had an initial target there at 4.5p, which is an April resistance line projection. And obviously after that, that brief spike towards 5.5p would be on the cards. Looking strong given the way that it's likely that we're in the run-up to a golden cross buy signal between the 50-day and 200-day moving averages. Only really back below the 200-day line at 2.82p, really upsetting the recovery argument there. Stock which has been quite troublesome over recent months and perhaps even years is Berkeley Energia, but it looks like it's finally emerging from the darkness, at least in terms of this triangle breakout, or actually falling wedge, I suppose, at 12.5p yesterday, clearing the 50-day moving average at 13p, 13.13p today, and end of day close around these levels should at least open up the prospect of a retest of June resistance at 22p over the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks, if the momentum starts to gain as it should. Good bullish divergence there on the RSI window with lower lows for December into January, but higher RSI troughs there or lows there for that particular indicator. Stock follows on next is Audio Boom, which is a requested stock from somebody on Twitter who asked me to have a look at this. Situation here is we've broken a trend line from the middle of November. That's also broken the 50-day moving average at 201p. Decent close above the 50-day line today should allow the shares to start to recover and at least have a go at retesting the main 2019 resistance area up to 280p. So if you're cautious on the stock, maybe you'd wait for an end-of-day close back above the 200-day moving average. That's the black line there at 209p, just to make sure the momentum is in place. Relatively obscure stock is next in the form of Eden. Here you can see Eden Research breaking that trend line from the beginning of last year. Also breaking the 200-day moving average at 9.61p, and an end-of-day close above that should be enough today to start the process of retesting old November 2018 resistance around the 14p area. Time frame on that probably as soon as the end of next month. Jubilee Platinum I've covered a few times before here, and looks as though it's getting a boost from the PGM rise that we've seen over recent days. Back above the 50-day moving average at 4.1p, and probably as long as we hold above mid-November resistance at 4p, looking for a top of April price channel target up towards 5p over the next few weeks. Finishing off with a stock which seems to be in a hurry at the moment. Verona Pharma had the spike there up to £1 at the end of December, which was a blink and you missed it type of thing, but as can happen in these situations, interesting that we bounced off the 200-day moving average at 51p, and at least while we're above that, the shares stand a decent chance of retesting that spike from last month towards 100p. Stop loss obviously just back below the 200-day line, or maybe if you can stretch back down to the 50-day line at 46p, that would work too. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.